What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Cece and this is my fitness channel where I like to share my fitness journey with you guys. I really like to emphasize individuality and promote the understanding that not everyone's fitness journey is the same or linear. So for more of that, be sure to subscribe. Every day is a gift and I am so grateful that you decided to choose to spend part of that gift here with me today. I really appreciate you being here. You know, 500 workouts later, I wanted to do an unsponsored updated review kind of walkthrough of the EvolveYOU app. Used to be called the Tone and Sculpt app, as some of you may or may not know. So I wanted to do an updated video, a review on my thoughts on it, how I'm using it, if I'm still using it, and answer all those questions, because I think most recently, I believe it was last week, I still got a question about the app and if I'm using it and all those kinds of things. So I kind of wanted this to be updated in a one-stop shop for you guys who are interested in knowing more about the app, my perspective on it after doing 500 workouts. This is unsponsored, you guys, but there will be a code, so I'll explain all that. If you guys, maybe I'll explain it here, so it's up front. So you can get 20% off an annual subscription if you guys are looking for that. I kind of just went through the terms and conditions of it. The only thing I get is a t-shirt, and I'm like, I'm not really a t-shirt wearer, you guys, to be honest, but you don't want the 20% off. I recommend you following them on Instagram. Occasionally throughout the year, they will do a 30% off. And I definitely think it's worth the price. If you guys are looking for, you know, that answer right off the bat, I think it's worth the price. I think it's worth the money. I love this app even to this day, 500 workouts later. I first started using this app in 2019. I went back through my videos and found that information because I couldn't remember when I started it. It was December of 2019. I started using the Tone and Sculpt app, but I'm going to be calling it the EvolveYOU app in this video for obvious reasons. So I've used it since 2019 and I've been so happy with it. I think it's crazy because I barely really get the most out of this app because of how many features they offer, but I still 100% think it's worth the price, even with how minimally I use it. So this video, you guys, I'm going to be kind of doing a walkthrough of the app just so you can kind of get a glimpse of what the app is, what you can look forward to, and what the layout is like within the app. And then I also have a whole list of things that I really like, some cons. Grab yourself a cup of tea, grab your coffee, grab your water, and let's get started. I don't want this video to be too long, but I definitely want it to be thorough and I don't want to miss anything, so that's why I have so many notes. So I'm going to be screen recording on my phone too, so you guys can, you know, actually see what it looks like, and I'm going to pop that up. Maybe I should come to this side a little bit more so that you guys can see what's going on. As I, see things I love and that I like about the app, I will mention that, and I'll go through my list at the end to see if I missed anything. So, okay, so I just opened the app, you guys, and this is where I live. I'm just gonna start with what I use the most, and that is the dashboard. So on the bottom, you're gonna be able to see workouts, nutrition, dashboard, and community. The dashboard is literally where I live. This is the thing I use the most. Every single workout, this is where I am, okay? So it says your name at the top, and something I do want to point out is that you can track your water in this app, which I think is super cool. You guys are really going to see how many features this app has that really makes it that one-stop shop to tracking your fitness, tracking your progress, tracking your water, your diet, your calories and stuff like that. So I really think it's helpful for all of those things if you're a beginner and you really want things to be in one place. So where I really truly live within this dashboard is the weekly planner. So it's going to have the date at the top, which I think is super helpful. My weeks start on Mondays, which is actually something you can change in your settings. I kind of just did that really quick, so you can change that. I keep mine on Mondays. It's always been like that. So I'm going to pop back over to the dashboard. Okay, so today I actually did a glutes and hamstrings workout. You can see the date, and then you can kind of use the arrows at the top to toggle through the weeks, which I mean, it's pretty straightforward. And then for every program workout you complete, you're going to get a star for it, which you can get 50 stars. And back in the day, they had the 50-star club, and you get a t-shirt, which I have or had. I might have gotten rid of it because, like I said, I'm not much of a t-shirt wearer, but they do have incentives for you to complete workouts and stuff throughout the app, which I will touch base on when we get to the page where you can see all the rewards and everything. So this is which my weekly layout looks like. This is just the program that I'm on currently. One thing I really do love about this is you can really easily move your workouts around, just depending on your day, depending on your week, and whatever that looks like. So I do that all the time. The end of the week is normally for me, I'm tired, I'm ragged, and I don't want to do upper body. Sometimes I would just literally delete that workout and I will do glutes instead. And you can kind of see that through my previous weeks. As you can see, I'm scrolling through, the workouts that I'm skipping, the optional one. That tends to be like more of my active rest day. Saturdays, me and my sister like to walk, get coffee sometimes. So it's like a little bit more than a mile walk. We'll grab our coffees and then walk back. So that's just like a personal preference kind of thing. But I do really like that you can easily remove your workouts, move them to different days, just depending on your week, because I feel like it's very natural for things to change around. I'm actually going to switch back over to the full dashboard because I feel like I should have explained things better here. So you can see that I'm on week 12 of my program here. You can see that under glutes and hamstrings, glutes and hammies. So, and then if you scroll down, claim your free tea. That's the thing I was just telling you guys about. So I'm going to link this down below for you guys. So if you want to see here, it says claim your free flask. Just tell your friends to enter your full name at checkout when they sign out and take care of your free bottle. I don't know what's going to happen. Either way, you guys are going to get 20% off. And here it says t-shirt. I don't know. Either way, if you guys want 20% off, get your 20% off. If not, like I said, follow them on Instagram because they will do 30% off throughout the year, which unfortunately doesn't work for returning subscribers like me. Y'all, I spend my hard-earned money on this app every year. I'm happy to do that. I wish I could get a little discount though. It's fine. It's fine. So activity, you're going to see your program. I'm on the strong lower body program. If you click that, you can kind of get a glimpse of the entire program, the length of the program. You can see those green check boxes. Those are the workouts that I actually have completed. Random. But I love that this program includes deload. So the best thing about this deload though is it includes yoga. I love yoga. Did I do the yoga workouts? I didn't. I'll be honest, I didn't do them this past time, but I love that it's included. And I think that's also a huge benefit with this app is that you get a variety of trainers. And I love, like before, you guys, like back in the day when this was new and they didn't have Jen on here, the yoga lady, there would not be any yoga workouts included. So I like that Jen, that's an aspect that Jen really does bring to this app, the yoga workouts, which I mean, I can find for free on Google, you guys, but the best seller point for this app and why it's just truly works so well for me is that it's not something I need to think about. Life is crazy enough as it is, and not having to scroll through or have to have this like decision fatigue about what workouts to do. I love having this just all figured out for me. Like this is not something I have to put brain power into, and I think that's why it's so priceless and why I truly just am so happy to spend my money on it. So the current program that I have, like I said, it includes 2 deloads, one at week 9 and one at week 16. And I can just see, kind of go through, if I wanted to click these workouts and see what's coming out on August 11th, I can click through and see, which is super helpful and awesome as well. So that's kind of just what the dashboard looks like, kind of towards the top. And then you're going to scroll down more and then you can see view my stats. So this is kind of where you can see all of your achievements, and which I think is a super cool aspect. So view stats. So of all time, I can do week, month, year, and then of all time. So I have completed a total of 623 workouts since 2019. I'm 12 weeks into the strong lower body program. I have earned 373 stars. So I've done 373 workouts within a program, and then I have 16 achievements, which is just super cool, you guys. I think this is just super cool that they have all this data here that you can share with your friends, your family. You can post it on your social media, or it's just something cool to look at. Like, I'm like, 600 workouts? I said 500. I mean, it was 600. 600 workouts later, I feel like I can give an honest review on it. So then we're going to go down to achievements. Just again, this is just super cool. This is very Apple Watch-esque. If you have an Apple Watch, you're going to understand what I'm saying. This is what this reminds me of. And this is like, you guys, when I was prepping for this video like a couple weeks ago, I was like, I didn't even realize it had all this stuff, because I'm not even joking when I say I live on the dashboard. But I was like, this is just so, I just thought this was super cool. Like this, it's just cool to see this data somewhere. Like, wow, like how long have I been doing? How many workouts have I been doing? So they have all of this stuff here, and I just think it's really cute that they have all this data that you can look back on and see all the achievements that you have within this app. So I completed my 200th workout December 2020, which is about a year after I started the program. So committed. And then, okay, last but not least, on here you have progress photos. I uploaded a progress photo just so I could, like I said, I was playing with the app so that I could kind of have some idea of like how things worked. But it's super cool to add your progress photos. I think if progress photos are important, especially if you have a specific goal, or it's just nice to look back on where you were at. And wow, just like 4 years later, you guys, like 4 years, 19, no, 20, 4 years later, it's just super cool to see the app evolve, and then also see, EvolveYOU, okay, play on words, and see myself evolve also as just a person who loves working out. So this is a great place to keep all of your progress photos. And I mean, I don't know. This is just the dashboard, all right? Like, this is just the dashboard. And when I tell you guys, I literally live within this weekly planner. This is the only thing I mostly use. And so I guess I'm gonna kind of want to walk through a workout with you guys, just so I can kind of show you guys like how it works when you're in a workout. So what I'm going to do is start this workout with you guys on screen, and I'm going to show you some of the features that are included when you're in a workout, just so you can understand how things flow and how things go. So one thing I also want to point out, which is a plus, is that you can download these workouts. So if you have a gym that doesn't have good signal, or if you really want to DND airplane mode and ignore everybody because they're getting on your nerves, you can download these workouts. Or that is an option. You can download your favorite workouts, and then also you can favorite your workout. So you just click this heart here and you can favorite it, and then it will go to this favorites category. I should have kept it favorited so we can see it pop up there, but it will pop up down here if you favorite a workout, which is cool. If you have a workout you really, really love, even within a program, it's nice to know that it will pop down there. Let's actually try this and see if it pops down there. Yep, it pops right down there. That's super, super cool. So let's go back to that workout so I can show you guys how it goes. What I love about this app, I love that it talks to you. It has this certain sound when it counts down. And when you are like trying to be hands-free in the gym, the countdown is super duper helpful, you guys, especially if you're like in between sets or in between exercises. I hear that ding and I'm like, okay, so I have 5 seconds. I need to step up to the bar, start getting my feet ready, because I don't want to be waiting for the time to count down. I am a gazer, like I'm looking around, I'm looking out the window. There's these like windows behind like the Smith machines at my gym. So I'll often be looking at the windows or looking at my nails or, you know, just doing other things. Sometimes I'm even chatting to someone next to me. And so it's nice to have a chime countdown. Hopefully you can hear it.
Warm up. Thread the needle stretch. 1 set, 6 reps. Each side.
So then it's going to have your workout. For a majority of the exercises, I do believe it's the person you're working out with, their voice reading you the exercise. If you click the picture, it's actually going to have a step-by-step walkthrough of the exercise. So step number 1, start on all fours on a mat. So it's going to tell you all of those things. And then one of my favorite parts as well is the primary muscles used, because I think sometimes with an exercise, especially, you know, you're not having a trainer in there with you, so it's nice to see where you're supposed to be feeling this exercise and just have that explanation in one place. So I'm going to get back on that. And there's something else I kind of missed up here, which I wanted to show you guys. So if you click out of that, you can go to equipment needed, and that's going to tell you all the equipment that's required for this specific workout. So if you're traveling or you're at a new gym, you can kind of see ahead of time of what equipment you're going to use. And I am famous for switching out exercises because I work out of the Purple Gym, the joke of the gyms. I work out there happily. I will say that I really do enjoy working out at Planet Fitness. So the only downside is there is very limited equipment. So one machine I really wish we had, I think it's like a landmine. Is it a landmine? She have it on here? She does. Yeah, a T-bar. See, I wish we had this machine at my gym, but we don't. We'll always switch this exercise out because there's just literally no way for me to figure something out with my equipment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys really quickly how I switch out exercises. So next, if I wanted to switch this exercise out, you just have to hit these 2 arrows. It'll pop up with recommended alternatives. And I love this. This is by far one of my favorite features of this app, because again, like I don't want to have to put the brain power in to figure out which exercises will work the same muscles. I will do that if I have to, but it's nice to like have the app already taking care of that, especially if you're a beginner, right? I've been working out for a while, so I can kind of guess and figure out, I know like immediately what exercise I'm switching out for this one, because A, I'm familiar with this exercise, and B, I know I don't have this equipment in my gym. But if you're new and you're really not sure, she is going to pop up with alternatives that are going to work the same muscles, and I think that's phenomenal. A slight glitch, I would say, you know, jumping in for a con, is not every single exercise has good alternatives, which kind of sucks, but it's a very few handful. I couldn't even name any off the top of my head, which ones don't have alternatives, but a majority of them do. So that's really, really nice. And again, if we're going to click here, it's going to show you lats. Secondary muscles used are biceps and obliques. So you can also, you know, really easily replace your exercises. Okay, so I'm editing this video and I'm sorry to make it longer, but I really just want to try and make sure I'm covering as many bases as possible, as I've mentioned. So for the alternatives, what I'm trying to say is there's a handful of exercises that don't have any alternatives that pop up. If you have an exercise and there's no alternatives popping up, a second thing I would do is check to see which muscle groups are being worked, and I would use that information to choose another exercise. And something I should also preface and say is a majority of my workout experience with this app has been with Krissy. So I don't know, it's hard to say if this experience that I'm having with the apps and the alternatives, I don't know if every single trainer is going to have as many alternatives, right? Like, she's the original trainer from these apps, so she might have the most alternatives comparatively to someone newer, like some of the newer trainers. So that's just something else to know. If you want to train with another trainer, I think it makes sense, right, that they might not have quite as many alternatives or have their programs quite as built out as Krissy, right? Because she was the original trainer. She has the most programs. She has been on here the longest. So yeah, back to the video. Also from this screen, you can actually track which weight you're using. It's phenomenal, you guys. They really thought of everything. They popped off. This app is giving. So I'm gonna click the little dumbbell, and you can track which weights you're using, and you can change it from kg to pounds, and you can even change the reps, which brings me to another glitch which I've seen a handful of times. So this exercise is 8 to 10 reps, right? So sometimes it doesn't have the right reps here. So sometimes it'll say 10. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. So yeah, so sometimes the reps in the weight tracker do not match up with the reps that it's saying on the exercise. I've seen that a handful of times, not a lot. So that's just another very minor glitch. But again, I don't run into it a lot because I don't track my weights that much, because it's just not a priority for me in my fitness journey right now to track my weights. You can even add notes, dumbbells, fumbled. We'll leave fumbled in there. And then another fantastic chef's kiss is you can check your history. So y'all see I ain't got no history. Y'all can see I've been doing this exercise since 2020. Well, okay, so if I scroll back, so pull down, back in 2021, you guys, it has my data from 2021. It was a PB. You can see that it's a PB in the upper right handed corner, and it's also, you can see 9.8 versus 9.15. I have weights for 9.15, but that deep navy blue is popping out to show me that this was a personal best of mine back in 2021. I had 60 pounds for 3 reps on this exercise. To this day, rows are still one of my favorite exercises, but you can see a PB, which is really cool. You can check your history. So if you're unsure about what weights you used before, as long as you're tracking your weights, there's always a way to look back on that. So I think that's super helpful and just a phenomenal feature. And then also what I love is, so in between every single exercise, for the most part, unless it's, specific, it's going to be program specific, you guys. Yeah, so you're going to have rest in between every exercise in every single set, and it counts down for you. This is the perfect time to enter in your weights if that's something that's important to you, or you can even review all of your, your other exercises, anything that's coming up, which is super duper helpful. You can even skip the rest. I've been lollygagging for 3 minutes. The rest is not needed or whatever. So just depending on your program and your specific goals, you're going to have a longer rest typically between exercises versus sets. So as you could see there, in between each exercise, it was 2 minutes, but in between each set, it was 3 minutes. And I love that for 2 reasons, right? If you're lifting heavy, you're really going to need that rest, but also because the extra time in between exercises really helps me to, I'm re-racking weights. If you are not re-racking weights in 2023, we're calling the cops. We're calling the cops. Because why are you not re-racking your weights and wiping down your stuff? We're calling the cops. Who's we? The gym community. We calling the cops on you because why are you doing it in 2023? 3 minutes I find is a good amount of time to re-rack my weights, wipe down everything. Like I said, I really love having longer breaks in between exercises. I just find I perform better that way. So I love that again is something that's thought about here in the app. And then yeah, so not every single exercise is every single. No, I feel like not every single day will you have a finisher and a burner. That's just going to depend on your program and your goals. But the current program I'm on has a finisher and a burner. Both typically are optional. So let me see if I can scroll through really quickly. I'm just going through so I can show you guys this really quickly. So after my last exercise, I'm going to skip the rest so I can show you guys how to finish your workout. I can do a finisher or I can stretch and recover. They're always going to offer you to stretch and recover. Sometimes there's a finisher. Sometimes a finisher is available and sometimes it's not. Again, that's just going to be very program specific. So I'm going to click the finisher, even though I ain't doing nothing. I don't do finishers, y'all, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know why I said that. I typically like to include, I will literally, one of my favorite things to do is just superset any exercise I'm doing with these abs exercises versus doing 2 separate sets at the end. So if I'm at the Smith machine and I have space to do some oblique plate crunches, that's something I'll do in between sets. I find that works better for me. So then also you have an option to start or skip the burner, which is nice. And the reason I love this too, because not every day do I want to do a finisher and not every day do I want to do a burner. Me even showing up, that was a struggle. I'm not doing no finisher and I'm not doing no burner. I have those days and we all do. And I love that that's just optional. I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it. You get this cute little star. It is a little, I hope the sound is on here, when you finish your workout, and you can share your workout on Instagram. They're pretty cool about that. Continue. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Well, now it's marked as completed. So I'm going to see if I can edit this. So I'm going to click these 3 dots. So I'm going to hit restart workout. Okay, so I'm going to bark out of that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so another quick plus about this. Sometimes I forget to end my workouts. That's something I'm famous for. But if I do forget to finish it out or click out of the workout, all I have to do is click mark as complete. Those 3 dots, click mark as complete, and then I can choose the day that I completed the exercise. So I'm gonna hit cancel, and then I will save that workout for tomorrow. I think that's mostly it for the dashboard. Yeah. I think the only thing I missed here is up in the upper corner, you can edit your profile. You can edit your calorie calculator. You can put all of your information here to see how many calories you should be intaking. I tried calorie tracking for about 5 entire minutes and it was too much for me, but that's included here. I don't really want to speak too much on that aspect of the planner because I just don't know how actually effective the information they have regarding calorie tracking is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, is this accurate? I don't know, and I haven't used it enough to really give you information on it, but they do have that option here. I do believe they have, like, you know, dietitians and stuff on staff and all that kind of stuff, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to the nutrition tab. I can't remember what the tab is called. One thing also I really like that is included here on the profile is your diet type. So you can do vegan, vegetarian, vegan, vegetarian, and pescatarian. I'm just on standard because food in my mind is ready to eat for everything because I'm eating everything. So, okay, so from here, I'm just gonna go start way over from the beginning where I should have started from the gate, but I just want to show y'all where I live. So I live on the dashboard on the weekly planner. As I said before, that's what I use the most, hands down. All this other stuff I was clicking through recently to try and get some information for y'all. So, okay. So we are on the workouts tab, and here in the upper right hand corner, you can search workouts as well. So if you maybe want, look, I've searched 30 minutes. Let's see if they pop up. Yep. So if you're out looking for a 30-minute workout, they have those available. So you can search for anything that you're looking for. I really feel like I started this video off incorrectly, but yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so let me scroll down. So get your exclusive tea. So is it a tea or a flask? I want the flask, whatever. But anyway, so we have a move your body, explore our bar section. So this is, I believe, Emily. Yep, Emily is her name. She does the bars. That's super cool that it's included. 7-day mood boosters, which I think is probably from yesterday because today was Monday, which is super cute. And then they have top stretch sessions, perfect for rest and recovery, which is super helpful, you know, because Sundays are typically rest days. For me, they are. So I kind of went backwards through that. But one thing I recently discovered is menstrual cycle. They have stuff that caters to a menstrual cycle. And as a menstruating human being on the cusp of things going down, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's about to happen for me. Like, my period's coming. I was just elated to see that they had this but yeah, I just think that as a menstruating human being, it can be really difficult to work out and navigate all of your hormones while living a regular life and still trying to make time to work out. So I love that that's just included. It just tells me that their mind is going there, and I think that's really important. So we're gonna pick phase 3 summer and see what happens. Okay, so this is not actually for the seasons. It's with the luteal and the follicular phase. So that's kind of what this is about. So I think I'm in winter. This is when I'm at menstruation. Yep, this is where I'm at right now. Everybody knows my business. I'm right here right now. So you be very familiar with this phase. You guessed it. It's your period in the last 3 to 7 days on average. Choose lighter workouts. Like enjoy. Like this is just so lovely. Like even though I'm not going to use this because I'm lifting heavy. I'm like, I'm heavy lifting. But I have my periods where I'm like, I don't want to be here. I just think it's really nice that it is included with that as well. With the app, this is all things that are included with the subscription. Okay. Multi-week challenges. They do have challenges, which is super helpful, and I could add these. If I wanted to add a challenge, this would also pop up on my dashboard underneath of my current program. And then below, I feel like this is really where I should have started, but I wanted to share with you guys again the part that I'm most familiar with. Like I said, the trainers. So we have Michaela, she is strength and conditioning. We have Maddie De Jesus. Maybe I should just stick the first names. Maddie, strength and conditioning as well. Krissy, strength and conditioning. We have Melissa, who is functional strength and aerobic endurance. She's the only other trainer I've ever trained with on here, and I did really like her workouts. We have Danielle Wilson for power and performance. She was the second trainer on here, so for a long time it was just her and Krissy. And then we have Emily Chadwick, who has bar and muscular endurance. Then we have Samar. Not me just pronouncing your entire wrong. I'm so sorry. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Saman, strength and HIIT. And then we have Jen for yoga, flexibility, and mobility. So they really, this is a lot of options. They have a lot of options for trainers, which is going to give you a lot of variety. And I will say, obviously, this is Krissy's app, so she does have the most program availability. She has she has 7 programs available. Let's just check. Michaela's super new, so she probably only has 1 or 2 programs. Yep, she only has 1 program available. But I really think that you guys programs. She has 4. Yeah, Danielle has 4. Emily, she's got 2. So I haven't mentioned it yet, but you can get a free 1-week trial. It used to be 2 weeks, you guys, and that was my biggest selling points. I'm like, that is so nice that they have a free 2-week trial. You can try this out for 2 weeks. I think that our lives can vary week to week, so I think the 2-week trial is just phenomenal, but they've changed it to 1 week, which is still ample amount of time for you to explore this app, because even like going through this, I'm like, this is a lot of information. I hope I'm not overwhelming you guys, but if you want to go more your speed, definitely download it and use the 1 week free trial, and literally have 30 minutes to click through all the buttons, click everything, check everybody out, think about your fitness goals, and then decide from there. So now from the workouts tab, I have clicked the programs tab, which again, like this is like really new to me. So build with Maddie. I think Maddie is the newest trainer. It's her build program, and then you scroll down, she has like a little preview here. Let's click.
You wanting to build your strength, increase your confidence, and define your physique? Then my new program Build is definitely the one for you. I've created Build to be your staple gym program, one that promises and delivers the results you deserve. So based on the principles of strength and conditioning, you'll enjoy an effective.
Yeah, so that's super cute. For a majority of each of the programs, typically the trainer, like once you click it, you can click a little video like this. She'll kind of like, this is what this program is, they're kind of like tell you about it and all that good jazz, so you kind of know. Not me, get a reminder, drink water. Okay, so we're gonna kind of go through this program really quick so you guys can see what that looks like. So this is the pump program with Michaela. It has levels beginner to advanced. The program is 12 weeks long. You have 3 to 5 sessions per week, and then the sessions are going to be 60 to 90 minutes. And I just love that this is like all available here, right? So you can read those few things. You're like 12 weeks, 3 to 5 sessions, 60 minutes. That's not really gonna work with my schedule. So you can read that ahead of time, and then you can kind of read like a little synopsis about the program. Pump is a great introduction to building excellent form habits and maximize your progressive overload to see results, and kind of read from there to see what this is about. And then you're gonna go through equipment required. And like I kind of showed you guys before, you could kind of scroll. Oh, actually, okay. through the equipment required, which is super cool to see ahead of time. And you know, hey, maybe this program isn't going to work for the current gym I'm going to. Let me switch to the one across town. Whatever that looks like for you, it's just, again, nice that this information is included here. And then once you click view program, you're going to be able to select your fitness level. Beginner is going to be 3 days a week. Intermediate is going to be 4, and advanced is going to be 5. And that these things are going to vary per program, you guys, per program, per trainer, that kind of thing. Whether beginner is 3 or 4 days a week, that's just going to depend on the program and the trainer that you're selecting. So that's why, again, like, definitely try the free week trial so you can click through and see what this actually is going to look like for you in your life. So that's kind of it. Is that it? Oh no, that's not it. I'm really sorry if this is all over the place. There's just so much information and I kind of don't know where to start, and I want you guys to have all the information. So anyway, so now we have a due at the, so we did top programs. So these are the top programs available. I've done the Strong program by Krissy, like, I want to say 3 or 4 times. I've done it tons of times. I really, really like it. And then we have Do It at the Gym, which I guess are just programs that are available for the gym specifically, and have Do It at Home, which is super helpful if you are a person who enjoys working out at home. They have programs for that as well. That's one thing that came out of the pandemic that I think we're all grateful for, is having the really good at-home workout programs available. Even YouTube, you guys, if you don't want to pay for an app, check out YouTube. There is a plethora of free workouts available for you guys to do online at home if that works better for you and your schedule. Just make sure you're looking that up on YouTube. But if not, this app has that included as well. So if you want to do Sculpt It, again, you can have a good glimpse of it here. 28 weeks, that's a long time. That's a long program. So just like nice to be stick to it, you know, it's just a nice chunk of time. 4 sessions per week, and the sessions are about 28 minutes. Okay, and then below that, we're gonna have on-demand workouts, which I'm not 100% sure what that is. I think it's when they like, it's like a video of them and they're like walking you through it. That's what I think this is, which is also awesome if that works better for you. Oops, sorry. If you're watching with a video, like this would be more like having a YouTube workout, right? Like them saying, hey, now we're gonna go up, you know, they're gonna kind of suggest those kinds of things real time. Well, not real time, pre-recorded in a video in the on-demand workouts, which is super cool. I don't know how I even got there. But yeah, so that is the programs tab in the EvolveYOU app. And now we're going to move to nutrition, which I'm kind of skimming through as much as possible. Now we are on the recipes page. So this has a lot to offer you guys. It has all kinds of meals, breakfast, we have lunches, we have dinners, we have snacks and desserts, we have post-workout meals. You can favorite recipes. I haven't tried all of these. I have tried a handful of these recipes, and they are, the couple that I have tried have been really good. And you can even search the recipes by breakfast, lunch. Oh, excuse me, I'm in my favorites right now, but you can search recipes if you're looking for something specific, which is also super nice. And so just search, and you can also, which is new, this is newer, they definitely didn't have this back in the day when I was first using it, back in the day. Oh my gosh. You can add your own recipes, which is really giving me, what's that app called? MyFitnessPal. You can add your own recipes there, and I think it's super cool. Again, like one-stop shop, that is included here. Okay, so scroll down, they have tons of recipes available if you're looking to try something new, or even if you're just looking to experiment in the kitchen. So now we're gonna move to meal plan, and I think this is on point. So it has my calorie range at 1,800 to 2,000. I actually, you guys, think that is accurate versus MyFitnessPal. From what I recollect from when I spent my whole 5 minutes tracking calories, I do actually think that range is accurate for me to maintain my current weight. So you can obviously see the days of the week. Again, I'm not going to pretend like I know a whole lot about what's going on here, but it is pretty self-explanatory. You can easily add a meal. And one thing I do think is pretty awesome is you can click the Do It For Me button. Would you like us to automatically select all of your meals for you today? Yes, because life is complicated and I don't want to choose my own meals, you know? So that's super cool that they can do that for you. And I don't know if let's see if it does it for the week. It said for the day. So for the day, it put me at 1911 if I eat exactly what this says. And then you can click the shopping list button, and it's actually going to tell you the amounts of everything that you are going to get for the specific recipes. That are in your current meal plan, in your current meal plan. So that is super cool. I'm assuming if we, let's just experiment. Let's just do a little bit of an experiment. Let's add in a couple of days of Do It For Me, and let's see if it all adds to the shopping list. I'm assuming it will, but let's see. So we have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday selected. Let's see if it has everything. It sure does. The amounts are a little They're like random, like 8.12 ounces. I do think it is super awesome that it will automatically compile a shopping list for you. Again, like it's just so nice to like not have to think about these things when life is already crazy enough as it is. So I do think this is such a great one-stop shop, and like I said, I've happily spent my money, my hard-earned money on this app for years, living on the dashboard, like literally just living on the dance floor, living on the dashboard. So just not having to think about my workouts has been something that's priceless for me. And yeah, let me check my list to make sure I'm not missing anything. I think I have mentioned there's a great variety of trainers. I really think now that they've expanded, have so many trainers, it is a nice variety to have. If you like one of these ladies and follow them on Instagram, then you know you can follow their program as well here. But it also just gives you a wide range. Like they have a lot of bar. We have Emily for bar. We have Jen for yoga. We have lots of strength. We have HIIT. We have, what is it, aerobic. What is Melissa? She's like aerobic endurance or something very specifically like that. So it is nice to have a variety and to be able to switch things up, which I actually did a couple months ago. I went to Melissa's program. I was like tired. I wanted to switch it up. I was like, Sierra, there's other trainers on this app, you know, like, and I trained with her and I actually really, really like the switch up. So if you're craving a switch up and you're within that year, within your, you know, subscription, you can always just switch trainers to switch up your workouts, which I think is amazing. Something I didn't mention, but it's kind of obvious. I really do love that there's visuals. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to screen record for you guys on my phone. I do really like that the exercises have visuals. Obviously, it's not like a step-by-step visual, but you can see the motion that she's doing to get a gist of the exercise. I think that's super cool. That's something the app has always had, but I do really like it because sometimes I'm watching the angle of her arms, I'm watching how full she's extending, and these are things that I'm taking a note of before I'm performing the exercise, and I like that that's here. Sorry if I'm getting raspy. This is a lot of talking for me. Okay, so something else that I really like is that it actually tracks your workouts in Apple Health if you want it to. So you just have to select that in your settings under Apple Health, and then I will show you guys. It will also track the time. Obviously it won't track my heart rate. It's not linked to my Apple Watch, but it is linked to my health app. So I have my little 9 minutes of cross training, which I did today with you guys. Apparently, like clicking on the app is cross training, but I also have my cross training earlier today, and it has my heart rate. It just matched up my heart rate for that time frame, but I always still have on my, I always still select a workout on my Apple Watch while I'm working out, but I do like to link the data because sometimes I work out or do home workouts, or I walk outside or do different kinds of things for workouts, and it's nice. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, well, was this a workout within the app? And now that it's linked to the app, I know whether I worked out within the app or not if I just go through my Apple Watch app. Is it Apple Watch what? Apple Fitness app, excuse me. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing an EvolveYOU Q&A for maybe some more direct questions you guys may have about the app. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. And if you do, definitely drop your comments down below. I would love to create a video for you guys, maybe something that's shorter in length, a little bit more condensed, but it's answering any other questions you may have about the app. I think I already said this. Did I say all this? I think I said all this. 1 week free trial, check it out. If you want 20%, use my link below. If you want 30%, follow them on Instagram. It's only a handful of times a year. I want to say 3 or 4 maybe times a year they offer the 30% off for new subscribers. But if you're unsure, you're on the fence, just follow them, and maybe when the time comes, it's going to line up and you can get that 30% off your subscription. Anybody who uses my link for 20% off, I really appreciate the support. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up because that supports me and my channel, you guys, which it helps me out in ways that it's hard to say, but it really means a lot to me, and it's very helpful when you guys hit that thumbs up button. It helps my videos to reach more people who are probably looking for similar content, and it really lets the algorithm know that you guys like this kind of content, and it helps me out tremendously. So be sure to hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe for more content. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I really appreciate your time. Like I said before, every day is a gift, and the fact that you decided to spend some of that gift with me means the world. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.